It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. The Springfield Greene County Park Board reminding you to go play, and Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Well, as you can see, we're not Ethan or Sarah if you are watching the podcast, but if you're listening, it's also not Sarah's voice. This is Diana Tyndall, yours truly. Ethan and Sarah are out this week, and so I'll be filling in with some special guests. Today, we welcome Joe Dawes from the BCFO, Breast
Hello.
Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. Welcome, Joe.
Welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yes. So we are going to get back to some news and our regular routines. So happy New Year. Here we go. So we have boil water orders have been issued and are currently in effect in Reed Springs and Pierce City, Missouri. Sunday, December 31st, the city of Reed Spring issued a mandatory boil order for the entire city. City officials have reported that the order is due to a leak in the system that has not been detected and low pressure in several wells. The boil order is effective until further notice. On Sunday, December 31st, Pierce City also issued a boil order advisory. Officials have reported the advisory is due to low pressure in the system caused by a broken water main. All sorts of issues. The boil advisory is effective until Wednesday, January 3rd, so tomorrow. Joe, you know about this, right?
Oh, yeah. Pierce City's out of the woods tomorrow, so that's nice. But Reed Spring, this is part of the problem a lot of water systems have around the Ozarks. And you know, whether it's tree roots growing in or antiquated systems, or sometimes just somebody puncturing a hole in the system. Anytime something gets in there and potentially damages the system, they got to do this. So it's really about prevention and health more than anything.
Right. Well, on to some more serious news. Former Salem, Missouri Mayor Brad Nash was recently charged with 2 counts of first-degree statutory sodomy and 1 count of second-degree child molestation. Brad Nash is the former Salem, Missouri mayor and the former head of the Dent County Fire Protection District and the former Dent County Emergency Management Director. And according to data from the Missouri Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, 2023 will see the fewest initial unemployment claims in at least a decade. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic caused a massive economic disruption when Missouri reported over 828,000 unemployment claims filed. In 2023, Missouri reported only around 160,000 claims have been submitted to the state.
And, you know, a lot of people think that we're still rebounding back and we're still kind of getting used to this new normal right now. And the businesses that we run, we're in the same boat. It's just, It's not the same situation we've seen in the past.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Kicking it off to you.
No. Okay. Well, the Missouri minimum wage, this is exciting news. It increased on January 1st. The wage rose from $12 to $12.30 an hour. The minimum wage increase is the 8th increase in Missouri since 2015. This is part of a broader effort to raise the wages in all states. But do you remember, Diana, what the minimum wage was when you had your first job?
Oh my goodness. I feel like it was like $3. Well, I was waiting tables. So it was like $3.15 or something. And we depended greatly on tips. Yeah. So I'm not really the best person to ask, but do you remember?
No, I don't. I'm going to say it was maybe $6 or $8.
Yeah.
It's, and you know, frankly, $12.30 isn't enough for most families right now. So, you know, it's nice to see it raising and going up, but it really needs to be higher.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense why there's some automations happening in those those areas too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's my soapbox. The holidays have come to a close, and Humanity Restore, the Habitat for Humanity Restore, is accepting some unwanted Christmas decor, if you have some of that. If you have any unwanted holiday decorations, including, it could be artificial trees, ornaments, or other decor, donate them to the Habitat for Humanity Restore. They're on the southwest side of the city. Now is a great time to not only organize, but also declutter, and you could donate to a good cause. That's one. There are several out there. Diana, what's your plan for the declutter world? Do you have one?
No, I have no plan. I do need to. I have a lot of wanted Christmas items that I still have, but I just have too many of them. I need to get rid of it. So this is a great opportunity to do so. How about you guys? Do you purge this time of year typically, or?
No, we and my kids, they hate it because I keep everything. We even have the kids' little ornaments that they made in kindergarten. But it's interesting because, BCFO runs some thrift stores now, the Neat Repeat stores.
Yeah.
And it was crazy this year, the number of people that were buying from the thrift store in the days up to Christmas. So that's a true resource right now. So this time next year, if you're not donating now, you can go get some new ones next year then at those thrift stores.
Oh, I love Goodwill shopping. I love secondhand shopping. It's like a treasure hunt. You never know what you'll find.
That's what I always say. Yep,
Yeah.
you're exactly right. Okay, so Springfield's cashew chicken might be the new state dish. Check this out. Missouri State Representative Jamie Gregg wants to add cashew chicken as the Missouri state dish. There is such a thing. There are reports out there that say Springfield cashew chicken's been served since the 60s from the Leong family. Wing is famous in these parts and long outside of Springfield and Missouri. House Bill 1620 would make cashew chicken the official dish for Missouri. Fun fact, did you know Missouri has a state dessert? The ice cream cone was introduced at the World's Fair in 1904 in St. Louis and made the official Missouri dessert in 2008, which was what? Just simply like 104 years later?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, right. Well, we caught up. That's fine.
Yeah.
Favorite place for cashew chicken? Where is it?
Oh, mine? Well, Leong's. I mean, go to the original, right? I mean, theirs is hands down my favorite. If I am going to indulge in such delicious things like chicken gravy, cashew chicken. How about you? Do you have a favorite cashew chicken place?
And it's been so long that I've been there, I can't remember the name, but it's on North Glenstone, just north of Division. And we'd go there when I was at Color 10 back in the day. That was my favorite place. And we would just swamp in there because it was $3 for a big thing of cashew chicken.
What?
And it was at least a weekly thing we would do. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, my favorite thing at Leong's is actually not the cashew chicken. It is their egg rolls. They have the best egg rolls that they put a secret ingredient in. And I know what it is. Do you want me to tell you?
No, don't.
No, okay, I'm not going to tell you then.
You can tell me afterward.
Okay.
We would hate that. That's amazing.
Got it.
Okay, you do have my curiosity piqued.
So good. It's so good. Okay, well, on to more serious news. Do you remember the Gypsy Rose Blanchard story? I mean, I don't know who doesn't remember that, but Gypsy Rose Blanchard was released from the Chillicothe Correctional Center on December 28th. Gypsy Blanchard is the Springfield woman who conspired to kill her mother, who forced her to pretend to be disabled. According to reports, a Greene County prosecutor described it as one of the most extraordinary and unusual cases we have ever seen. This story has been made into many publications in multiple mediums, including documentaries and books and so much more. So, do you remember this story, Joe?
It defies explanation. And so here's what's so weird about this story. One of my kids the other day, and we were in just 2 days ago in the car, she said, "Oh my gosh, do you guys know who Gypsy Rose Blanchard is?" And we went, "What? How do you know that?" Apparently she's on social media now and she wants to meet Taylor Swift because they have so much in common, right?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I just think the abuse and stuff that she endured, obviously no justification for what happened, but people are saying, well, just let her live her life now because she spent so much, faking it. So we'll see.
Was it a Munchausen's by proxy situation? I mean, I'm trying to remember back to her situation growing up with her mother.
Yeah, I think her mother had basically abused her and told her to pretend to be disabled. The reasoning behind that, I don't remember, but I think there was a ex-boyfriend involved that he had, encouraged her to take her mother's life. So who knows? Crazy times in the Ozarks. But on to better topics. New Year's, new you. Joe, do you do resolutions or anything like that? I know you don't do the purging, but maybe that could be a resolution.
Well, true. I you know what? This year we're doing this right now in our family right now, talking about resolutions. And my resolution for next year is going to be to work out more. And there's a thing called dry January
Yeah.
where you drink no alcohol. And I think this is a chance for me to kind of become a little bit more healthy in my lifestyle. And so I'm going to give that a try. And also caffeine. So it's kind of just out with the drugs, if you will. Well,
Yeah.
the drugs, that caffeine and alcohol. So
Right.
overall, that's my goal. And also to read one good personal development book a month. That's my goal for the year.
Oh, that's such a good one. Yeah. I mean, it can be hard to set those goals, but just, stick to it. And maybe you start like one new thing every day. So it's not so hard to get started with the lack of alcohol, caffeine, and working out.
Well, it's the
You're
warm
done.
thing to drink in the morning that always gets me. It's the caffeine is the
Tea.
hard one, right?
Y-
Tea's another caffeine though,
There's tea and caffeine. I didn't know that. There's
There's
caffeine
caffeine.
in tea.
Yep. Okay, you're on the spot. You're on
Uh,
the spotlight's on
well,
you. What about you?
yeah. Well, I do vision boards. I just try to like kind of have a goal. I had a goal this last year that was way too aggressive of reading 50 books a year, which was awesome,
Wow,
but I only made it to 40, but I'm not beating myself up,
that's
just
amazing.
it was hard. And I pretty much took, I think, a month or two off, which is probably, if I would have kept at it, I would have gotten there. But yeah. So, and just like I have a little fitness tracker that's really fun to color in each day that you work out. So I try to do that, and more of a mind shift than like, oh, you have to do this or else. So
Mhm.
I have a vision board I look at every morning that helps me kind of stay on track, I guess. So
Interesting. Okay.
that's my thing. If you see it every day, so if you want, here's my like, I'm not a professional development person, but I've read a lot of books about it. So, but if you see it every day and like put it on your bathroom mirror or put it in your car, places that you're going to be, where you see it constantly, your success is that much greater to succeed. So
That's been
there you go.
proven. There's an old video recording, you can look it up, by Earl Nightingale called The Secret, that talks
Yeah.
about that exact thing. It's fascinating. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little bit of genius on your part. Nice job.
Well, who knows? We'll see. We'll see how well we do. All right, Ozarks, that is all we have for today. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and we will see you. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Diana.